tonight, guys. We're off to bed. Dane's at the back there. I'm up here at the bow. We'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully with a couple of squid. Yes. Got my little roll-out pillow. My roll-out camp mat.
Stretch my legs.
Hey?
Stretch my legs.
This is amazing, mate. I am so honestly so comfortable.
And cool.
Yeah, beautiful breeze blowing. This swell's just going to rock us to sleep. Alright, good night. See you in the morning. That's just topped off the day.
Yes.
Nice fish, bro. This is the pass through here, isn't it?
It's happening. Sharks on him, sharks on him, sharks on him. No!
Morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Wild Reaches. So Dane and I have just camped out for the night out on the Great Barrier Reef in far north Queensland, way out off Cape York. And we've woken up to this pretty amazing morning surrounded by storm clouds. So that's the coast in there, and you can see these huge storms. It's the wet season, so it's super stormy, but luckily last night, oh look at that sunrise. Luckily last night we didn't really get wet. It started raining, like spitting for about 5 minutes. We had these tarps set up here behind me. One for the front, one for the back, ready to just roll out. Doesn't look like it's going to rain, hey?
It doesn't at all, but we've still got 12 hours to go.
Yeah. We're half an hour into a 12-hour night, so don't really want to call it yet, but we'll set it up and then we could just roll it up to that ridge line maybe. But it stopped spitting and then didn't rain all night, and the tide, this is this big reef here, this big long reef. You can see the birds coming through here now. There's this huge long reef here, really shallow, and this is why we've anchored here for the night on the northern side of it, because we get, at the moment, the predominant winds are southeast, and as the tide dropped out through the night, it got really low. That reef protected us from any swell. So as we were falling asleep, it got pretty wild up here on the bow, rocking around, and my body was like jolting, and I couldn't fall asleep because my muscles were like, trying to hang on. But as the tide dropped out, it got really calm, and I slept so good. Dane reckons he slept like a baby down the back. He's down there now doing running repairs on our makeshift bedding net. So I'm gonna get up, make a coffee, make some brekkie quickly, and then no stuffing around today. We're gonna head straight out wide, I reckon. Have our brekkie on the way out there probably. And as soon as that sun comes up, I'll send the drone up in the sky, show you guys where we are, and then we're gonna get in the water, have a dive, see what we can catch, have a fish, have a troll around, maybe chase some big GTs on poppers. Do something fun. And you guys are coming along for the ride. Look at this, this is a proper big storm behind us here. So that's the coast in there. That's Cape York. And that's where we're going out there. Alright, Dane's going in. This is anchor retrieval. We don't want to damage anything down there, so one of us has to get wet. Good?
Good. Right, so this is why we get easily distracted. We've literally made it 30 metres and we've found birds and tuna just smashing up this bait ball right here. Luggo box. This one here. First cast.
First cast. You're like, yeah, running 20 pound, it's 20 pound braid, 20 pound leader. This rod just loves it. Rides up nice. Alright, here we go.
Oh no.
Move on.
Oh no.
So yeah, what I was saying is we get a couple of types of tuna out here in this area. Well, you get a few actually, but the ones we're chasing are longtail. They're a lot bigger and they're a lot tastier. That there was a mac tuna. So if you could see the when I had the camera underwater, you could see the coloration and like stripes on their back, on the top. They're mac tuna and they're terrible eating. So we think they are. So they're always a lot smaller. I could kind of see when they were jumping and the way that they feed as well. That you can normally tell. They're still busting up over here now. But yeah, if they're all mac tuna, we're going to move on. We've just come through with 8, this channel came here, so we got 9, sweet.
Yeah.
And then see this number 10, yeah, patches number 3, patches number 2, so patches number 1 is the green zone.
Yeah.
So not allowed there.
Well, so all ribbon 9 is sweet.
Yeah.
The whole of ribbon 9. That front, or that passage is pelagics only.
In the buffer zone.
It's troll pelagics only in the buffer zone, yeah. And then the rest
green.
is no fish.
Are we nearly there? Is this it or what?
We're on the inside of
The ribbon. Inside of the drop off. And look what we've just found. Look at all this pressure. All this water moving. So Dane's looking at the sounder back there and saying that this is a huge pinnacle, comes up to what, 2 metres? Coming up?
3 metres.
Comes up to 3 metres. You can see the birds working, which means there's bait, which means there's some big predatory fish out here.
Between 2 ribbons.
Yeah. There's so much, this is like a big channel, there's so much water moving through. Everywhere. There's action everywhere. Alright, we've decided we're going to troll just to get a feel for the place and see what's down there. Dane's marking huge fish on the sounder. So let's get some big lures in the water. How deep are we?
Between 6 and it goes off the screen 45.
So 6 metre lures roughly. Big deep lures. Big deep lures. This is it, guys. This is the start of where the Great Barrier Reef just drops off to the abyss. You can see it out there with the sunrise. So exciting to be here. This trip has been in the making for a long time, and here we are on the edge of the Great Barrier Reef in this epic little boat. 2 good mates. We're about to catch some good fish and have some good fun.
Come on!
Come on! Right, we're going to lure up and we'll get you guys back on board. Dane's at the back here setting up the lures. I'm pretty sure in this area we're only allowed to troll for pelagics really, so we've got a map here that shows this whole area and what you're allowed to do in each area, each zone, and we're going to stick to that. So no diving at the moment and no bottom bashing, we're just going to be trolling, and then we'll get the map out. We might show you guys the zones and suss out what we can do next, because there's obviously different areas you can do different things, so we'll find some more stuff to do later. Alright, this is our first proper trial for the morning. We've just dropped in, or we're about to let them in, 2 big gold atomics. I think they're atomic 190s. We've got 2 different depths going on, Dane. So on the starboard side we've got one's a little bit shallower, but it's probably still going to be 6 metres. Ready? And mine, I reckon we'll go to about 8, 8.5, something like that. Okay. We'll go further than me. I'll go further than you, yeah. And we'll go 2 different distances out as well. Yep. Good on.
Yeah, boy.
Dane's on. Here we go. We've just been, I don't even know, I've been looking at the screen, but I think we've just been doing loops around this big pinnacle here, as you can see. And we've picked up a big, I don't know, pelagic, GT. It's not running like a mackerel.
No, but it's got the GT head knocked.
Does it? Another big GT for the boat.
Got another run in him. Got another go. How good's the fridge? It's my little seat, my little game seat.
Yeah, it's the companion fridge, that one. Pretty expensive seat. Do you want me to strap you to it?
Oi, he's heavy. Oh, I can see colour way down there.
Let's get up high. There it is, I can see it.
What is it? He is heavy. Yeah, the ribbons.
Yeah, buddy. Come and take the rod.
Oh, yeah. Put it on
Very small. Not quite as big as mine, but look at that, what a weapon on the atomic.
The gold and black atomic, man, they're doing the damage.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
It's not even grunt. Epic, mate.
Look how black he is.
Good fish.
Right.
Alright, let's deep treble him. We're going to quickly take the trebles out of him. Let those flies go. Right here. And get him back in the water.
What's that line?
What's going on? Yep.
Beautiful. See you later, big buddy. He's off.
Just like that.
Hardy, eh?
Yeah, look at him. He's gone on the top, on the surface. I thought he would have gone deep. Hey,
Yeah, man.
good job.
Cheers.
That was sick. Ew, how good's that? Out here on the edge of the Great Barrier Reef. Big GTs.
Woohoo!
Well, that's it. Now the pressure's off. We've got a big fish, so now it's just fun and games.
Let's get him back out there.
Yeah, buddy. Alright. Alright, Dane's about to go in. Gun on that side. There's this big deep channel through the middle here. What are you going to look at first, mate?
That pressure side first.
Yeah. We'll drop you right there. Look at this boat. There's action everywhere. See ya. Here we go. On the edge of the ribbons, you can see the waves crashing out the back here. That's a good one over there, actually. So it runs right up through here, and you can see up to the north there's this big ass storm coming, which is actually moving this way. But yet the winds are coming from the south, and there's a big storm coming from that direction too. So we're unfortunately thinking we might start heading back in because the weather's just dreadful. We were going to go further north up between ribbon 9 and ribbon 10 and do a bit of trolling up in there and see what we can catch, but we're thinking the safest bet is going to be just start heading back in. You can see our island is way down in there past that big boat that we saw earlier. So we're going to start heading back in and just, I don't know, take the afternoon as it comes. If we find some good looking bommies, we'll have some casts, we'll troll and just have a bit of fun on the way in, and hopefully we can get away from this weather. There's a bit of a rain cloud here we got to get through, but it's starting to spit out here and it all seems to be turning, so we've got to get back in safely. We're having a bit of a cook up down the back here. We've got some fresh coral trout, wraps here like yesterday. Oh, Dane's, oh!
I'm mixing it up.
You're mixing it up? No salt and pepper on top of the tomato?
No.
What? What are you doing behind your back there? You got a secret?
It's raining. It's raining. I'm scared. That'll do. Abo's absolutely rubbish.
No avocado. Look at it. It's dreadful. So we've got Kewpie, sweet chilli, tomato. Alright. Fresh coral trout. I'm going to get into it. And then we're going to get motoring, get moving in, hopefully find some fun. Ew. What is that? We're looking at, look at this.
That's about the depth. Oh no, that's 100. That's the depth we're at now. That's 0. And then...
Well, it says 6 or 8, no 4.
Oh yeah, so down on ribbon 8. Down on ribbon 8 it's, what, 3 metres?
3 metres
and
to...
then 2 kilometres out, it's 1 kilometre deep.
2 metres to 1 kilometre over 2 kilometres. That's a serious drop off, eh?
Yeah.
Wow. Just out there. We got some bommies in front here. Oh, bommies everywhere. Deep channel into the abyss, and look at this current. There's just water moving everywhere. This is the land of monsters, and we're here to slay one.
Come on!
Before we get slayed by a storm. Look at it out there. It's lingering, but it does seem to be moving south. Things are looking up right now. Could change in a moment, but all right. What are we gonna?
Shallow over here, it says, but we're not online, so...
I reckon we drop 2 lures out the back and just watch the sounder and get a feel for the place.
Hold it straight, mate. Where'd you get down to, the orange?
Hey? I can't remember.
Oh, you are going over.
What?
Straight away!
Holy!
Straight in the water. Mate, as soon as that lure went in, I clicked it into gear and it's on.
Oh, I'm gonna get this.
Grab that, grab that.
You still on?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get this one in.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
Oh! Trying to hit you, or am I?
I don't know.
Tell them what just happened. Because that was pretty insane.
Alright, so I just got one side of the lures there.
I think you guys were watching. I'm pretty sure it was rolling.
Were they? I got one lure out. I was putting this lure out on this side. As soon as I flicked that bail arm over, boom,
On.
straight on.
Wonder what it is. Oh!
Oh, it's a big Spanish.
It's a big Spanish.
Have another go. Oh!
No!
Just dropped it.
Walk the plank, get out.
Oh well, there's more in there. Get him in.
I saw
Let's
him.
go.
That was
He
a
big.
monster. Oh, and look at that. We're just spinning in here. It's like a whirlpool. No, we're gonna get set up. Hang on. We're gonna get set up.
Shredded.
This is Troll 2.
Oh, I'm shredded.
Just dropped the lure in the water.
You must have
GoPro
got
to
hit.
GoPro.
You must have got hit.
I did. I felt something hit it.
Look.
Oh! Yeah, as I was pulling it in, that's what I said. I was like, oh! And then
Yeah, you got hit.
I was worried that it was on your line. So we stopped.
We're in the water.
They're in the water.
How many? Oh man.
Dane's just getting this one ready. We're going to throw that one out there too. We've got the two big gold atomics on. We're going to bump up to 6 knots. There's a bit more turbulence up here actually. I'll go through this and then come back. Look at these big islands in the background. So epic. So epic. Love this place. Just like that.
Just as he said it.
Little Mackie.
Little one.
I think it's a keeper though.
Hey.
We're getting low on fish, so we're going to keep this one.
Yeah, we've got
It's a little Spanish mackerel.
a bunch of boys for these
Good job. Good sized mackerel. He's not a monster, but it's going to yield a lot of meat. We're starting to run out of fillets. We've got a few fillets of trout left, but we want to take some fish back for the boys. So yeah, we'll troll through here a little bit longer, see what we can pick up, and then start heading back. These are the islands north, so we need to head in this way.
After 2 steps, I lost my balance. And you know, that's when the colors started to change. And it was somewhere then I started to feel.
Yep, he's on.
And it was somewhere then. Don't look at me.
Yeah, boy. Nice. What is he, red throat? He is red throat emperor,
Yeah.
isn't he? Or grassy sweetbit.
I
don't know.
Grassies had that blue,
Yeah.
like electric
Yeah.
through their eyes.
I think that's
so
a red throat,
yeah, he's a
given
red
that he's
throat.
got a red throat. I think we're...
That's a bit of a giveaway, but,
Yeah.
but he looks a little bit funny, so
Oh, he's bloody beautiful.
look at him.
Hey.
It tastes beautiful.
Good job, mate.
Yeah, boy. Nice.
And we saw that in the drone. Hope you guys all saw that. That was pretty epic. This place
Let
is
me
just what you
bring-
need.
Can you chuck me a knife, mate?
Dive knife.
Yeah.
How good's that? So we're right here on the edge of this reef, as you guys just saw, and it just blows my mind. This place is so spectacular. Put the lures out for a few minutes, had the drone in the sky, and it all happened at once. Woo! This is sick. I love it out here. He's going to be tasty as. I reckon we have him for dinner and
Yep.
save the other fillets, save the mackerel.
Yep.
Oh, fresh fish for dinner on the fire on a remote island in the middle of the Great Barrier Reef. Does it get any better?
No, it doesn't.
The little troublemaker does the damage again.
Good, eh?
Yeah.
Mate, that's 3 in about 15 minutes.
That looks like it's got a bit of size.
It does, actually.
Alright, time to change the atomic out for something else, something a bit smaller I think.
I've had it for years. I had 2. And obviously the other one just got demolished. And then this is his brother. And I love him.
What are you calling?
Oh,
What are you calling him?
don't do that to me. We're trolling along the edge of a reef.
Pressure on, mate. It's only one of probably 40 different species. Come on. You know everything, you'd have to know. So when we first caught this fish, we obviously didn't know what it was, and as you do, we're both hanging over the gunnels excited to see what it is as it comes up. And we, after a while, we saw colour. You know, it's not silver, it's not a pelagic. So we're both getting pretty excited, and Dane's going, yeah, it's a reef fish, it's a reef fish. As it gets a bit closer up, I think I was the first one to yell out, it's a trout, it's a trout. And then it got a little bit closer up, no, it's a jack, it's a jack. And then as it got to the surface, we both kind of looked at each other and said, is it a jack? It looks, is it? And anyway, I've reached over the gunnels, Leader grabbed it and pulled it in. And we're both a bit confused. It looks like a mangrove jack, but slightly different. You know, we've only ever caught mangrove jack up the estuaries in the rivers, where they are when they're juveniles and they move out to the reef. And they definitely look quite different to a reef jack. So I think we put these differences down to the fact that it's a reef jack, not a mangrove jack from the river. And anyway, we've moved up to the bow of the boat. We've had the fish identification card out, and there's no red bass on the fish identification card, which really frustrates me. And it looked identical to the mangrove jack on the card, so we've assumed it was a mangrove jack. Now, never assume. Assume is make an ass of you and me, and that is definitely what we did. You know, we had friends back home and all our viewers telling us that is a red bass, not a mangrove jack, which is pretty frustrating because I'm frustrated with myself that I didn't know this. If you're going to be fishing any of the reefs around Australia or the beaches or the rivers or anything, whatever you're fishing, you should know what fish are in that system and if you can or cannot take them. You know, it's okay to catch a fish and not know what it is and release it, but if you don't know what it is and you keep it like we did, assuming it was a jack, you've done the wrong thing. And I apologise to all our viewers for doing that. We thought it was a mangrove jack and we should have known better. Turns out it was a red bass. Now, I've spoken to fisheries about this, and red bass are a no-take species. They're a no-take species because they have high levels of ciguatera, which makes you really sick when you eat it. So this fish was taken, it was not eaten, and we didn't get sick because we didn't eat it, but it was taken. We did the wrong thing, and I want to apologise to everyone, all our viewers, for that. We should have known better. But we are going to make mistakes, and I want to put that out there. We are not expert fishermen, so if that's what you're after, maybe switch channels, because we're not really a fishing show. We're a bit of everything. We're two good mates just having a ball out bush in remote Australia, exploring, yes, doing a lot of fishing to survive, to get food, and because it's so much fun. But we're not like that. We're not the usual fishing show. I'm probably going to call, you know, like a spotted mackerel a school mackerel, or a school mackerel a spotted mackerel, or something like that in the future, or an emperor, a grassy sweetleaf. I might call a long-nosed emperor or something. You know, it's going to happen. I man,
for that, but
that thing's a
you know, if it's not what
weapon.
you're after, maybe switch channels. So let's get back to the show. Huh? It's a fish.
On? Jeez, that lure. What brand is it? Let's get him on board.
It's not tight. I don't even know what the lure is anymore.
Well, that's not good.
I know.
Sorry guys, I just turned the camera off, camera 1, to turn on camera 2. And camera 2 said SD full, just as Dane had the fish at the side of the boat. Turned out it was a marlin, we just released. What? No, it's a barracuda. Oh man. No, it was a barracuda. So we want to know, Dane's got this lure that he's working a treat.
I've had, this is the second one I've had. Well, I had 2 originally. And this is all gold down here with a black back. And it just destroys. Like I've just caught 3 fish in, what, how many? We trawled for like not even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I can't actually remember what the lure is.
Is there nothing? Nothing on there?
No. So
I'm calling that Sebil brand, S-E-B-I-L.
It's got like a super fast swim. Like the top of the rod just twitches like crazy.
Yeah.
And
so
it just does the damage. If anyone can accurately tell me what this is so we can get more, that'd be great.
Please comment below.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this episode won't be released for quite a while. So we're going to be sitting on the edge of the couch going, come on guys, tell us. Nah, that'd be great. Thanks guys. I'm sure there's some gun fishermen out there who would have come across that lure.
No more than us.
Yes. Alright, so we're going to head that. I think I can see our island. We're going to head that way in there.
Yep.
That's where we're going. We're going home. To our island home. Alright, I'm going to punch it. Rod's good. We're nearly home. There's our island up in front there, straight up the bow. Well, we decided to drop the lures out one last time. Did a pass over a bit of a bommy there. So we just... Oh, he got me! You got me, righto. We're just discussing dinner, what we're going to do for dinner. I think we're going to have red-throat emperor with a, we're going to scale it and leave the skin on, so it's like crispy fried in the fry pan. We'll cook it on the fire, eh? You think? You got me. You got me. We'll cook it on the fire in a pan, bit of butter, and then we're going to do like a bit of a garlic sweet chili sauce, and boil up some rice to go with it. So that's the plan. Here's the island out front. Looks like the skipper wants to keep trolling because we're going the wrong way. What's going on, mate?
No, nothing. I'm just
You want to...
laughing at my joke.
You thought it was a good one, didn't you? You're about due to be a dad with jokes like that and laughing at them. We'll see you guys back at the island. One last troll. We just saw, just as we pulled the lures in, birds are working here and fish are busting up. So I'm going to cut a lap around here. Dane just put his lure out. Mine's not out. We go, oh, that looked like a big tuna.
Yeah. Oh, this reel sounds good when they go. Are you on, bro?
Yeah, is this camera on?
Yeah.
We're on.
Yeah.
We're both on.
Double, we're on the way home. Let's pull the pin. All right, no worries. See, 2 birds hit the water. Righto, fuck that.
Get the lures back in the water. I just hit the bail arm over on mine.
There's mine there. He's big, man.
All right, how are we going to do this?
What is he?
We're going to keep mine in the water and gaff yours.
Yep.
Oh, take some tuna back for the boys.
Holy f***. I don't know if it's a tuna. Head's big. Look at the cobia like.
Whoa.
Oh man, perfect plan.
What?
Oh, he's all over me line. I can feel him touching me line.
Move to the right.
Oh.
Whoa.
The shark's on him.
Oh.
Shark's on him. No.
No. Oh no. I'm gone.
Oh no, shark. Get the camera.
We just got towed up.
Oh, there he is.
Bring him in. Is that, that's not even him?
Yeah, that's yours.
Is that mine?
Yep, have the lure in the side. Get up.
Oh, he's still got my lure.
Oh no.
There goes my fish with my lure on him.
Oh, he's out the shark up his ass. got me good lure too. Oh no.
Oh no.
Shark's up the top.
Hit
Oh,
pressure on.
yeah, follow him, follow
Pressure
him.
on, hit pressure on.
Follow him, follow him. Follow him.
You
Thanks, mate.
scare the shark away. Get him up, get him up, get him up. I'm just gonna gap him, get him straight in.
Yep. Deep. Deep. Something was touching the line before. It could have been sharks, hey. Fish of the day. I've got a big jack too.
You see that one of mine got toweled up on the other side? That shark must have hit him.
Yeah, well, he had the lure stuck in him and when he swam off. Come on, come on. There's no sharks up his ass now.
Get him up. Here he is. That's a shark.
Is it?
You got the shark.
Are you serious?
Oh man.
Fuck, he's got me lure too.
That's because you were just sitting on the surface.
I need that lure. I need that lure.
That's alright, we got a photo of it with the GoPro.
Uh-oh. This is bad news.
That just went bad. That just went from epic to bad.
We hooked it right.
Yeah, that lure works, eh?
That lure does work.
Sharks, buddy.
Shark, whatever.
Red throat emperor.
What's on him? Another shark. Got a little mate there
Must
too.
be.
Ah, damn it.
Alright, we can get this. Bring him up again.
Go around the whole lure. Go around the back.
That's it. Yeah, you cut one.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
good.
Oh, thank
But
spewing.
I had a good fish on. But you got your lure back. I lost mine. My fish swam off with mine.
Well, why did you do that?
I think the shark got him. He had on this side of him. He had like a tear in him.
Yeah.
And look, what's happened? Clean cut. Okay, let's go home. Put the tail between our legs. There's camp up there. Oh, turtle.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to paradise, guys. If this is the first episode you've watched, we've been camping up here in the hammocks in the last few episodes, and we had a beautiful little, you can kind of see it here, this is the key into our private little marina where we've been mooring the boat at night. But we've just arrived back after a night out at sea and the tide's looking too low to get in there. We might be able to nose in. The tide has turned though and he's starting to come back in, so we might have to anchor up around the other side there, up out of the wind, and then move the boat later. Yeah, I don't think we're getting in there, mate.
I'm ready. I'm spent. Hey.
Yeah, it's been a big couple of days. Paradise. How good is this place? What an adventure that was. Heading straight out there to the edge of the Great Barrier Reef. Something I've never seen before. And it did not disappoint. We didn't have the best day fishing or spearing. It would have been nice to see and shoot some bigger fish, but just seeing that, having that experience was amazing. And you can see the big storms out there now, way out the back there. They caused havoc all day to us. We kept changing plans because of the storms, but they didn't actually eventuate. They just looked threatening. So thanks for coming along for the ride, guys. I'm glad I was able to share it with all of you. Oh, I've got a squid jig hanging around my head here. Yeah, thanks for coming along for the adventure, guys. It's so cool that we can share it with all of you on YouTube. But the episode's not over yet. We will jump up here, make a fire, cook up some of these fresh fish we got down here, and sit back and relax. Sounds good, eh? Relax, sounds good. Lighter. Now, I know this is a bit extreme, something that we don't normally carry, but being the wet season, everything's wet. You need to give it a good hit with a lot of flame, so that's why we got this. So the purpose of a fire for us, when we're out bush like this or on these islands doing this kind of stuff, is one, obviously to cook on. Two is, for me, it brings your spirit up. If you're, you know, if you're down in the dumps, you miss home, you're tired, all that stuff. Whenever I light a fire, it just makes you feel good. It really does, honestly. There's a few things like that, like washing my face in fresh water, like finding fresh water, and then having a fire for warmth or whatever reason, it brings my spirit back up, and I'm happy, I'm chuffed again and excited to keep going. And three, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes here we've found have been really bad. You wouldn't think so because we're on an island, but they're bad. So the smoke from the fire obviously keeps the mosquitoes away, which really helps us. We sit downwind from the fire, get all the smoke, and it just means that we can cook on it, and then we can just chill out around the fire and be mosquito free before we start walking over to the hammocks. And if you're wondering what this is just rubbish we've found on the island. Same with this, any rubbish that we find, we throw in a bag, and unfortunately we don't know what else to do with it. If we can, we take it home and throw it in a bin or into town, but sometimes we just have to burn it. I'd rather it be burnt than just lit it on the beaches and filling the ocean with plastics. It's a horrible thing. Okay, while that's burning down, I reckon, alright, while that's burning down, I reckon we go for a quick look over here for a mud crab. Everything's good there. Dane looks like he's nearly done over on the boat. Still got a little bit of time before I'll send the drone up. What else have we got to do? Hammocks are already set up. I think that's it. Then we just got to cook dinner. So let's run over here. See these rocks? Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for another episode and a wrap for another day here on the Great Barrier Reef, their own private island, up here in Cape York, Australia. It's been a big day, eh?
You started early.
I'm cooked. We really tried to get back here and get the fire and everything happening and cooked to show you guys dinner, but we're nearly there. The fire's going, ready to cook on. Dane's done the fish. The rice is ready to drop on over there, but it's getting dark. I just sent the drone up, so I'll show you that in a sec. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Ripper of a day.
It's a good day.
Yeah. How did we start? You got a GT. Is that the start of the day? I can't even remember. It was such a big day. I know you got a GT today because I got one at the end of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
I think you got one this morning.
Yeah.
We didn't shoot much.
No, nothing got shot.
No, nothing got shot, but we saw the edge of the Great Barrier Reef, which was really cool. Something I've wanted to do for a long time, and me and Dane have been talking about this trip for a long time, so that was epic.
First red-throat emperor and first
Mangrove Jack.
Mangrove Reef. Well, big old boy Mangrove Jack.
Yeah, it's like we lost some big fish today too.
Yeah.
We lost some good fish today, especially that big mackerel. That was a monster of a mackerel.
It's probably 1.5.
The one you lost?
Yeah. Maybe more.
Yeah, there was a few drop fish today, so we got a bit to make up for. But stick around. The next episode, we don't know where we're going to be, but it's going to be an adventure. We'll probably head back into the coast and go further up north through Cape York, and then we're hoping to get back in the boat and go back out to more islands. But like I keep saying, the wet season changes everything really quickly, and all our plans are based on the wet season, so, and river heights and all that kind of stuff. So stick with us, the adventures are still to come, and thanks for watching. We'll see you all soon. See you on the next one.
See ya.
So if you're new to the show, that's what we do. We go to crazy remote places, we chase big experiences and big fish, and we just live off the land. We try and find our own water, try and find our own food, and just live the good life. So if you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe, hit that little notification bell down the bottom, jump on Instagram, follow us on there, we're always on there, and share it with your mates. If you like what you're seeing, tell your mates, we'd really appreciate it.